We good.
Yeah, we good.
We good.
Welcome back to another episode of Whose Man's Is This? How you feeling?
I'm feeling. I'm feeling. Let's.
I done messed up. This is your boy Shy. Shy from the fold. That's what I'm going by now. In the streets, that's what they've been calling me.
In
So,
the streets.
in the streets, Shy from the fold. I'm I'm sticking with it. No more AKAs. This is the final one.
Shy from the foe.
Yes.
That's all right then.
How
It's
you
your girl
doing?
Kassie Rae, reporting live from the foe.
From the fold.
From the foe.
From the gym.
I'm good. I'm good. How's your week been?
My week has been a week. I'm finally out of fucking 2 jobs. Tell you that much. That feels amazing.
Let's go.
My first real day off, a whole day, whole 24 hours. I don't know what that shit look like. I don't know what to do with myself.
Nothing. That's the whole point. The whole point is to do nothing.
I'ma see, but you know me, I work. That's what I do.
Too damn much. Too damn much.
So we're gonna kick it off with Who's Man segment. We're gonna get into this early. All right, so a little fact about me. I have certain guilty pleasures in life, you know what I'm saying? And certain reality TV is my guilty pleasure. A couple months ago, I got hip to Married at First Sight. I'm invested. I've watched like 3 good seasons. I don't know if you watch.
No, I don't. I hear good things though, so I think that
is
might be my new
amazing.
binge thing.
It is amazing.
That might be my new thing.
So, on the current season, they are in Atlanta. And this one specific couple having the hardest time. But I'll ask you this. I'll pose you this. Again, you coming from a married standpoint before. Is honesty the best policy no matter what?
Yes,
Yes, always.
always,
No matter what.
always. Because if you're not honest, if you're not being 100% transparent, or even if you decide to be transparent with me, but you omit some things that you know may cause a rift, like you're taking my choice away. Like you're taking the choice that I have to like really make a qualified decision on whatever it is completely from me.
So, I'm glad you said that because I subscribe to sometimes you got to lie to the ones you love to protect them.
No.
So,
Hell no.
if honesty is the best policy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, on the show, there was a couple they got married, obviously, first sight, whatever. And on their honeymoon, they had sex, right? They've known each other less than 24 hours.
Right.
He subscribed to honesty is the best policy, right?
Okay.
So after they had sex a couple times in that one night, the next day he get up in the morning regretting the sex and said he's not attracted to his wife, and told her this. So again, do you subscribe to honesty being the best policy?
Yeah.
Nah.
What you mean? Because I'd
Come
rather
get
you
this
like.
nigga. This nigga, no.
I'd rather you like tell me that now. Because then what, like 5 years down the line, like you done brought multiple women and situationships into our relationships when you could have just cut it off where it was at.
Okay. Just a little bit, and I still want you to watch this. And if y'all out there, y'all watch this, y'all know what I'm talking about, or go watch it. But okay, so that was the night of the wedding, and the morning of that he told her this. By the honeymoon, which maybe like a day later, he revealed that his ex-fiance is currently pregnant with his child.
Oh,
Come get this nigga.
yeah. I mean,
So you would want to hear that too on your honeymoon? See, this is where the
you already
line.
done ruined it. Yes.
I mean,
How much further can we go? How much further can we go?
I mean,
Literally, the only thing that could make it worse is if the next thing you said was like, also we're like second cousins. Like we're fucking related or something like that. Like it can't get any worse. So like fuck, you might as well. The marriage is already over at the point of like you're not attracted to me. So
Well, he was one of those like churchy niggas that was like, oh, I can. I think it's just gonna take some time for me to love you. And
no,
yeah.
they'd be the worst ones.
Yeah.
But we just had that conversation on the last episode, like where men will stay in situations that they're not fully satisfied in or things that aren't truly fulfilling, rather than just leave when you know you need to leave because you know that that's the case.
Yeah, I guess. I say
I guess.
this
no,
nigga
leave me alone.
is wild.
You can leave.
Because it honestly did get worse, and I'm just leave that to the imagination till you go watch the show. I don't want to spoil it, but
I'm going to go. Yeah.
this nigga.
I have to. I have to go watch it now.
For sure. So, we posed the topic onto the social media.
Yes.
You want to lead the first one?
What? Oh,
the modern day woman.
The modern day woman. The question itself for me, like, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say I can't relate, but like, because like, there are parts of me. Okay, so let's start. The question is, if you don't believe in traditional like wifey or like gender roles, like what do you believe your role is as a girlfriend or a significant other, whatever your case may be in your relationship? Well, there are some like gender roles that are nice to think about, like, you know, being home all day with cute kids while I don't have to pay any fucking bills. Like, that's lit to me. That's not realistic. But I think that I don't really think there's such thing today as gender roles, like having been in a couple of relationships, like where it's just like, as long as we're taking care of each other, then like what, that should be the only expectation, is like being able to take care of each other and some growth. Sprinkle that in there.
So I pose this question because I hear this way more than I would like to hear this, but I hear, oh, that's something a wife would do. Oh, I'm only the girlfriend, so that ain't my job. So by your logic,
that means she don't like you that much, for real. Like,
so I guess is that what we the busting right there? Is that's just cap? That sis is just not into you?
Yeah, she's just not that into you, bro.
Cause that for me, I felt like that was the what it is. Not I wasn't in that situation, but I'm saying like as far as like I think it's cap, cause I done seen plenty of good women go all out for some niggas that did not deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's in our nature. Like, let's not forget that, like, women are natural nurturers. Like, so if that is not a side that you get to experience, it's because, like, I don't want to do that for you. I don't feel that connection to you that makes me want to do that and be that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, no, it's in us. Literally. Like, it's in us to be that. So, I can't. I don't understand. I'm going all out, like, week 2, bro.
Week 2.
Let's go.
So what is?
I'm in love with you on the third date. What's up?
So give me some of the. What are you doing week 2? Give me something.
I'm not really walking out like that.
What is whatever
I don't know.
week?
I want to spend like, you know, I'm spending lots of time with you. I'm making sure that you're straight, like making sure that you ate, making sure that like you don't have any like odd ends that need to be tied up, like. If you're in class or something, like if say my significant other, my boyfriend was in school and he had like some deadlines and shit that he needed to make, but he's working and he has some other shit going on, like, do you need help with your homework? I got you. Like, I got free time. Like,
what, is you doing the homework or is you really helping? Cause
both, whatever you really need, for real.
See this right here, this is
and this is not, ladies, this is not no like pick me bullshit. Like, this is real. Like, this is just the type of shit that I do. Like, I want to be as helpful and as, like, supportive as I can to my partner.
That is mind blowing. I hope this is real because
it is. You can ask. I swear to God, you can ask. Like
that is amazing. So okay. shout out to our listeners and our supporters. I was talking to somebody and they were saying that I'm not cleaning up behind no grown man. So if is that a wifely dude? Because you just said you taking care of his needs. So if his need was he had deadlines, he had homework and shit to do, but y'all chilling around the crib and you seen some shit that need to be cleaned up,
tidied up.
Yeah.
If it's a one-off situation, then yeah, I don't have a problem with that. But if you just dirty, like on a regular, like you're not a very clean person in general, then like no, I'm not cleaning up after you because you have poor habits. But if you have like because for me, as a mom, like look, I done had some laundry sitting in my dryer for about a week now. Like
long as it's always dry.
No, it was. I did 2 cycles. Sometimes you just don't have the time to like get to certain like shit like that. So like yes, if you got some extra dishes in there and they need to be done or whatever, or you need something to be vacuumed, clothes to be folded, shit like that, I can take care of it as if it's like a one-off thing. We not gonna make no bad habits though. Like I can't support like you not being able to take care of yourself.
Gotcha. Let me ask you this: is this a gender role thing? Okay, say y'all don't live together, but y'all frequent each other's space quite often, right? And you was just talking about tidying up or whatnot. So like, y'all had dinner at the crib. Trash need to be taken out. Dishes need to be washed. Where the responsibilities fall?
Who's doing what?
Yeah.
Well.
And is there ever a trade-off?
Yeah. I mean.
So you gonna take out the trash? I just need to do the dishes. I don't really see that going like that.
So typically, it depends on who's cooking. So if I'm cooking, like, there's not going to be a whole lot of dishes to do because
you cook as you clean.
Yeah, I clean as I cook type of thing. I'm not allowed to take the trash out when it gets dark, though. Like, so that's, like, primarily his job. Like, I'm not allowed to do it. He gets pretty upset. So, yeah, if it's not daylight time, like, then it's his job. So. But the dishes is, like...
I will forever take out the trash and not do dishes.
Yeah, I don't think he's done dishes yet. I'm gonna be rude. I don't think he's done dishes yet.
Listen.
But I think that's just kind of it just kind of depends on how you were brought up, because in his household, it was always just kind of like you take care of what you take care of. Like if you dirtied up a plate, that's the only plate you need to wash type of thing. Like
that's selfish as fuck.
We're breaking out of these bad habits. I promise you we are.
That's
yeah, no. I typically take care of everything. Honestly, before I eat, my kitchen has to be at least like 85% of the way clean anyway. So
I won't. I
can't sit down and eat. There's too much shit going on.
Because I know once I eat, I ain't gonna want to do the shit.
No,
so.
I can't. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I guess to answer the question, I don't think there are like real gender roles. It's just kind of like what makes sense for y'all.
I think y'all do pick and choose. If I'm playing devil's advocate, I think that it'll be like, oh, I'm independent. I make my own money. You just boss ass woman.
Yeah.
Until it's some shit you don't want to do, and now, as a man, you supposed to do this.
It just depends on the woman. I mean, I live by myself, so like, I don't have a choice, bro. Like, I gotta do all this shit, even the shit that I don't want to do. Like, sometimes I have to take the trash out after it gets dark. Like,
and this gets into the second question.
The second question.
So, the second question is, are men from the first date to the last date, are they supposed to meet like husband expectations? I want you to go, and then I'm gonna tell you why I feel this way.
I think just generally speaking, there is a stigma that men have to court you and treat you as your wife, like from Jump Street. If that's just not who you are, though, like, just don't be that. For me, like, just be yourself. Because then again, that gives me another, like, that kind of rounds around to my point. Because if you are not a husband, like, if you are not husband material, but you think that's what I want out of you, like, you're taking the choice away from me to pick and choose, like, if I actually want to be with you. Because if at some point down the line you get so uncomfortable with being husband material or what you think I need you to be, then you're not truly being yourself, and you get so uncomfortable with that, then, you know, you finally explode and you're like, this is just not me, like, I just can't do this anymore. Then we're at a point where I'm like, well, fuck, had you just been yourself, like, from go, we could have worked through whatever. I could have picked or chosen whether or not I wanted to be with you just based on who you are.
But don't you date with intent? Like,
to marry?
I mean, if y'all believe in that type of shit, you know, I don't subscribe to that. But if that's what you believe in, then that should be the intent.
Dating with intentions, yes. I mean, but that's a discussion that needs to be had. Like, that's not like when you first start dating somebody, within the first couple of weeks, like, you aren't really having that conversation yet.
Depends on the person.
True. Okay, that's fair. It does depend on the person. But in that, like, getting to know you phase, like, it's just that I'm just getting to know you. I'm getting to know if I want to have that conversation with you or not. Because if 2 weeks down the line, I don't really like you like that, it's no sense in me trying to figure out whether or not you want to get married and have kids and how you want to discipline them. Like, if I don't really like you enough to get that far.
Gotcha. So
just be yourself, guys. It's not that deep. To some women, it is. And
it
ladies,
is.
Ease up a little bit, bro. Like, I mean.
The reason this came to my mind is because, and it's crazy because we kind of had this discussion yesterday, but like, I feel like, I can't speak for women, but I feel like husband material would be is you want somebody to provide somebody to protect and cater to your needs. Yes? Mm-hmm. So you're not gonna date someone that doesn't meet all three of those criteria from the jump, right? If we're dating, no matter what stage we're dating at, if you feel comfortable enough, your car break down, your tire blow out, who you calling?
Him.
If you are in fear of anything, who you calling?
Him.
So that's my point. Like, when girls say like, "Oh, that's a wife's job," or "I'm only the girlfriend, so I don't have to subscribe to XYZ," but then it's crazy because, like I said, just off of convenience, it'll switch and be like,
yeah,
oh, well, you the man and you my man, so this is what I want you, this is what you have to do. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a handyman. That ain't me. Don't have that expectation for me to come fix some shit. I come look at some shit, evaluate, and be like, I'm gonna call the same way you call. You feel me? But that's not me. I'm trying to learn how to do other shit, but you know, I didn't. That's not the way that I was brought up. I wasn't brought up with like a nigga in my house just fixing shit. That just wasn't right. No idea. I don't know. And women love to say, oh, you can just YouTube it. And, well, if that's the case, we can YouTube, we do the shit together. This is bonding exercise. I don't know what else to tell you. Like,
that's
if I fuck,
that would be kind of fun for me.
I'd rather us fuck it up than me fuck it up. Now you mad, now I done lost twice. Like, that ain't good for me at all.
No. I mean, I get it. Like, but that's a part of those, like, conversations of intent, like, and in that getting to know you process, like, you gotta know who you're dealing with, like, for real.
But I think if I see, and I put this question out to the public because I wanted to get initial responses to it, which we got on post at the end, some of the responses. But like I feel like when this episode come out and they hear my side, I feel like it's gonna help somebody. That man is like, man, this motherfucker wants so much.
It just depends on what it looks like too, because not all like husbands are the same, and not all wives are the same. Like everybody's relationship looks different, right? So like what my dream husband looks like may not be what the next woman's husband looks like. You feel me? So like I can't say to act like a husband because like I don't know
what that looks like to that person.
Yeah. That's why I say just be yourself, because like at the end of the day, like that's all I have. That's all I have is who
question.
You are.
Do your dream husband do all the providing? Not financially. Let me say that financially, doing all the providing. Is that the dream husband?
Yes.
I mean, that's how you feel.
I help, like, but like
that's so trendy.
Just, I mean, I have zero problem like contributing and like being in that with you, because like a partnership is just that. Like you have to make shit work together, which I have no problem with. But in a perfect world, I would not have to work at all. I could just raise cute babies and make sure that they're smart and fed well and all that, and yeah, that would be it for me. Oh, it will happen.
Mary was saying this yesterday when he was talking about he was
Shout
saying the way the system set up, we send our kids to school way too early and taking the kids out of the house too early, and they're not being able to be taught what they need to know versus what they want you to know. And for you to just make that statement right there was like, oh, I can just raise the kids and teach them, and you know what I mean?
Make sure they're smart, well-rounded,
I don't know
polite,
I don't know how you do that. Like you can't manage how smart they are. You could
well, I can give them the knowledge that I feel like they should know, because it's no secret that like the American school systems omit a bunch of super pertinent information to
no Black history for real.
Yeah. There's a bunch of shit that's getting skipped that like in my house, like we don't have to skip it. Like in a perfect world, I'd be able to like take enough courses to make sure that I could provide my children with a good learning environment and a bunch of good information and send them out into the world, not a bunch of assholes.
In the quip. So right. I will say this then. So I guess the mutual understanding here is everybody's person looks different.
Yeah.
And also, because you agreed that there is that expectation from date one to the last date, whatever that look like, you got to be a husband material. Let me say husband material from jump to the end.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but like some shit, again, going back to just don't tell me that, because that's a turn off to be like, oh, damn, like now I feel this pressure to be this person always and forever, and it's like, nah, I'm gonna fuck up. I'm human. Like that. Yeah. Don't put that on me. Let me be me. Let me make my mistakes and figure out what works for you and I, and see where we go together.
Yeah, perfection is super subjective, I think. Like, because I mean, it's first of all, it doesn't really exist. Like, so what is perfect to me, like maybe at like an 85%.
Have you ever met a Virgo man? I'm here to tell you, perfection. But
anywho, a bunch of fucking nuts, if you ask me. The worst of the earth, earth signs, but we can take that a different place. Yeah, no, perfection doesn't exist for anybody. So like that perfect man, like, is just to the standard that they believe. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like how I'm saying everybody's person looks different. Like the next woman's perfection, I guarantee it don't look like mine. You might think you got half a man fucking with the one I'm fucking with, but
All right, so we added another segment to where we're gonna make you guys, our listeners, our third co-host. We both have voice notes from whoever we picked. I don't know who she picked. She don't know who I picked. And basically supporting our argument. Unjaded is their own opinion. Um, and we want to make y'all a part of whose man's is this. So keep engaging with the social media. We're gonna post questions every week. You can send us emails, send us texts, however you know how to reach us, DMs. And then if you want to be a part of it, send us a voice note and we'll make you a part of it. And Cash, you gonna start ladies first here?
yes. So I got my good sis Lita, who brought in some gems here for us regarding the topic on intentions, wifely duties, whatever. All right. So shout out to Lita. Here we go.
So, Cass, I agree with you that, you know, when you first meet someone, first impression literally is everything. So I feel like if you're not offering me like top shelf, from the jump or what I'm giving out, or you're not being yourself, then yeah, like there's absolutely no point. I feel like the same guy I met almost 8 years ago is the same freaking guy I'm married to. Like Lester was already a husband when he met me at 19, still at Johnson and Wales. Like I remember us dating, and I would have to go to. I had like AM labs, and he would come. He would stay in the dorms with me, and I would leave. And I remember like the first night we did that. I left for class. I left him there, and I was like, "Let yourself out. There's other girls in here, so you need to like, you need to be out of here." And when I came back to my room after lab, I had laundry like in the dryer, and he knew that. And I came back, and all my laundry was folded, my bed was made, and there was like a little note like by my TV on my desk that was just like, "Hey, like just wanted to help out. Hope that's okay. Like hope you had a good day." And from then on, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is the fucking one." Because he was already like that was who he is. He still to this day, 8 years later, does all the laundry in this house. I have not done a piece of laundry since we got together. And as minute as that is, like it speaks to the type of husband and father he is now. So yeah, first impression literally is everything. Be who you are first thing. The most interesting thing about me and Les is probably that I had no interest in a relationship when we first started dating. And this is a well known fact. I had no interest in a relationship, and he had took me out on a date, and I had told him like I'm focused on school, I'm doing me, I'm trying to make this money, I'm working, we work together, so like yeah, a relationship is a no go. And then I never stopped fucking hanging out with him because he continued to like try to take me on dates and try to be friends. We became like close friends, and then it was just like, let me take you on a date again, like, and I just never stopped fucking hanging out with this guy. Here we are, a kid and married all this time later. So yeah, first impression is everything. Definitely agree.
So thank you, Lita. Thank you, Les, and thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
Nori May, for being a part of Whom is her daughter.
Oh, okay.
Is her daughter. In Lita's case, to my point is to just let men be them or whatever. Are you ready?
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
just
I was gonna say.
keep talking.
In that case, she got the husband material from Jump Street. Like Les was folding clothes and
So
all
I
the
guess
good
that would go
shit.
into the gender role question.
Okay, in her case, she got all the textbook shit. She got the gender role, but they have a pretty decent like
Work.
they do everything like 50-50, and
Gotcha.
it's beautiful. They have a beautiful relationship, a beautiful family. So to that point, but like she said, you just have to let people be who they are. Luckily for her, that's who he was. He was always just that. That's her husband material, though. Like, for me, I don't want my husband touching my drawers, bro. Like, I'd rather do the laundry. Like,
Yo, shout out to that man, because, boy, I thought that was going to go left. She talking about she staying in the dorms with other females. She came back. I did not know where that story was going to go. But, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shit, it's college. She went to the Woo, too?
She did.
That definitely could have went a whole nother way.
And it must have been City View, because if she had it in the dryer, it must have just been in the crib. Sure. Yeah. But yeah, so.
Gotcha. Well, we appreciate you.
Thank you, Lita.
Hey, love that man, because this man doing laundry every day for the whole family.
8 years.
All the time.
Laundry for 8 years.
Hey.
She hasn't had to do any laundry.
Boy.
That's a fucking dream. But like I said, I don't want my man to touch my drawers. That's just my thing.
But so I'm gonna play my voice note now, and this is what I would like for everybody how to respond to these.
You not gonna introduce him?
Hey, this your boy, man, Keys Ali, and the question is, are men?
Oh shit!
I did. I was talking. And
I'm connected. Yeah, I'm connected.
Are you ready to go? So you gotta mute the mics.
Oh, hold on. Shit. Yeah.
Hey, this your boy, man, Keys Ali, and the question is, are men expected to do husband duties from the first date until the last? The way I see it, on the first date, it shouldn't be no type of expectations in the first place. We should just be going to kick it and have a good time. But if the guy does husband type things or husband duties, like open the door and being nice, and if you catch a flat or something on a date, getting a tire change and rescheduling, then that's cool. But it shouldn't be no expectations. Simple as that.
Do I need to run it back?
No.
This is nice and short.
Yeah.
Because I knew you would.
No.
Hey, this your boy, man, Keys Ali, and the question is, are men expected to do husband duties from the first date until the last? The way I see it, on the first date, it shouldn't be no type of expectations in the first place. We should just be going to kick it and have a good time. But if the guy does husband type things or husband duties, like open the door and being nice, and if you catch a flat or something on a date, getting a tire change and rescheduling, then that's cool. But it shouldn't be no expectations. Simple as that.
With that look on your face, what did you guys say? Because I agree with him. It's basically what I said.
Agree, but he worded stuff funny. Look, me and Key's been at odds all week this week over like 10 different subjects. But first of all, being nice is not a husband qualification. It's like just a human being qualification.
You can't be
like,
nice all the time.
You can be nice, generally speaking, though. That's like the bars in hell with Lil Nas X and whatever the fuck else he got going on. That's where it's at.
Have mercy. I ain't even seen the video. I just heard it in the streets.
I won't watch it. But I agree. Just like he said, like there shouldn't be any wild expectation. But if he does that, that's nice. In Lita's case, like she didn't want a relationship. So like I'm sure she didn't expect for her to come back from class to all her laundry folded, and her bed was made up, and it was a cute little note there. Like, but that's just how her husband or her man do. Like that's who he is.
That's what he was. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
but that's what he was saying. He was like, if that person is naturally like that person,
yeah.
But he was saying that it shouldn't be no expectation. But if that's who that person is, then you know what I'm saying, that's who they are.
Exactly, and that's great. Like, good for her.
So
yes.
So to tie this all in is gender roles look different to different people. Mm-hmm. If she tell you that that's a wifely duty, not a girlfriend duty, she not really fucking with you like that.
Yeah.
And that expectation of husband duties is a real thing. So men, honor yourself. Tell her to treat you like the king that you are. And
just talk about it. Just talk about it. Those, and Lita had another clip but just having those conversations based around intent and like what kind of person you are and who you want to be in the future, what you guys want to be together, those conversations kind of rule out all those wild expectations.
Gotcha. Yeah. Depend on the person. But anywho, that's where we're going to end this thing. Make sure that y'all tune in every Tuesday. Make sure y'all keep y'all eyes out on the questions of the week, because we're going to include y'all in the topic. Make sure y'all into the comment. We're gonna post y'all comments. If y'all want to get on with the voice notes,
if you got some shit to say, send it to us.
For sure. Any content, just send it our way, and we'll try to figure out where it fits in on whose man is this, because y'all are our third co-host.
So shout out to today's co-hosts, Keys and Lita.
And make sure y'all tap in on Tuesday, every Tuesday, and we out.
We out of here.